My favorite stack for fantasy football in Week 10 is Justin Herbert and Ladd McConkey against the Steelers. Justin Herbert has been red hot for fantasy football 3 weeks in a row with over 25 fantasy points, and 2 of those were over 27 fantasy points. Herbert threw for a season-high 420 yards in Week 7 and has produced 3 touchdowns in each of his last 3 games played. The 62 and 57 rushing yards the last 2 weeks shows the ability to rack up more yards on the ground. And the Chargers face a Steelers defense in Week 10 that allows the 5th most fantasy points per game to quarterbacks and the most passing yards per game this season at 278.3. The Steelers actually allow 18.2 more passing yards per game than any other team in the NFL. Ladd McConkey gave us a bust scare early on this season, but has had some great signs since Week 5. Across the last 5 weeks, McConkey has had games of 15 and 10 targets in Week 7 and 8, had games of 188 receiving yards in Week 6 and Week 8, scored 3 touchdowns, and finished with 20-plus fantasy points twice during that span. And we mentioned the Steelers give up the most passing yards per game, but also the 3rd most fantasy points per game to wide receivers. He's a bounce-back candidate, had a down Week 9. He's going to have a solid Week 10.